Hey, what is up, guys? Gangster Jeweler here. So, today we are going to be working on a bracelet that the clasp has come apart. Now, this particular bracelet, the way this works is normally there's like a little ball on the end of this, and it snaps into the clasp, and then this part is able to twist and rotate from the lobster claw. Now, here's where it gets a little bit tricky because this is going to be in the eye of the beholder. And this is kind of one of those things because there's two options we can do with this. We can rebuild a ball on there that will snap into there and it'll be able to still twist and move. But the issue with that is over time, just like what happened with this one, is it wears out and it will break at some point down the road. Or you can seize this together to the clasp like this, make it one piece, and you probably don't ever have to worry about it coming apart again ever. And unless they put it in go swimming in it and get chlorine or bleach damage. So the question is that I'm kind of battling with is, I don't really quite know what the customer wants, but also I'm saying seize it, mainly because the way these balls are, I could build a ball, snap it back in there, it's not a big issue. But eventually it's going to wear out and break again later on down the road. Just from it twisting and moving so much, that ball wears out. And it either gets so small that it don't fit in the hole anymore and just keeps sliding in and out, or it just breaks off like this one did. It just broke completely off. Now the other thing is you can't build the ball too high up, because if you build like a huge ball and it's way up here, then the clasp is going to stand out like way out here to where it catches on the ball. So if you build a ball, it needs to be short so that it stays close to the clasp. So I honestly don't know what's really going to be the right answer for this, because really what I would say would be seize it, because then you would have no problems. There would be no more problems out of that clasp, barring the spring going out on the clasp or something like that. But other than that, what the fuck? Apparently they've had this worked on before. Like somebody just put solder on solder on top of the clasp. You can see that where they tried to build the top up. They didn't even pull it through. Like they just put a blob of solder on there and left it there. That's weird. Look at that. Jeez. Okay. I really just don't know what the right answer is going to be for this. I really say it should just be seized together. Personally. I don't know. I just don't know, guys. Well, while I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this, I do need to address something. I'm sure, as much as I would love to mention this store's name, I'm not going to. But I've always tell people, always try to work for yourself in some way or capacity. Try to make it to where you want to be in a position where you don't have to put up with people's bullshit. Okay? Where you got a boss that's telling you what you have to do. They treat you like shit, but you got to sit there and take it because you need your job. I'm fortunate enough that I'm not in that position. And I have this store, and I really just don't know if I want to name them or not. And it's one of the corporate stores. I'll say that. It's one of the corporate stores. And I think my new thing is going to be that I'm not going to do corporate stores anymore. I'm just going to do online and mom and pop stores, because these corporate stores, they're the only ones I fucking have problems with all the time. And it's not because of my work or my price or nothing like that. What it is they turn people over so much. They get these new managers that it's almost like they have small man complex. They get these new managers that don't know shit about jewelry. Like, they don't know nothing about jewelry. And they just, I mean, they talk to their employees like they're fucking dogs. And then they want to try to talk to me like I'm an employee of theirs. I'm like, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Fuck you guys. I don't work for y'all. I do good work on a timely basis at a fair price. You ain't gonna talk to me some weird way. So basically what happened is my grandmother, yeah, I'm just gonna be straight up with you guys. So my grandmother, she got in a tight spot, you know, and everybody's been there. Anybody says they ain't been there is fucking lying to you. We've all been there. She got in a tight spot, and she had to put her bracelet in at this particular store. So I took her up to this particular store so that she could get a loan on her bracelet. Now let me tell you that she got a loan on the bracelet, and she's been paying faithfully on it. Now granted, her due date was on the 26th of each month, but she gets her check at the end of the month. So I would go in there and pay it for her, because it's hard for her to go in, you know, have to keep going back and forth. So I'd go in and pay it for her, you know, because I'm all about family, man. You know, family first, and my friends second. The loyal ones anyways, the ones that fucking backstab you, I don't even deal with them. But I would go into each month to pay on this for her, okay? Now they knew, and she's been paying on this thing for 2 years. 2 years. Okay? And I've been going up there faithfully for her, paying on it, you know, for her. And as much as I hate to say it, I went in there the other day to make a payment on it. And Valentine's Day is coming up. When I'm filming this video, it's the 2nd, so Valentine's Day is coming up. Now, she had always been a few days late, but they knew at the end of the month, she'd always come in and pay on it. Always. These motherfuckers, because it's Valentine's Day, I know exactly what they did. I went in to pay on it, and they said, we're sorry, it's out for sale now. I was like, what? They're like, yeah, it's out for sale now. And these motherfuckers pulled her bracelet, put it out for sale. She'd been paying on it for 2 years. And they knew when she came in, or when I came in, not her, but I would come in for her. And they did her like that. So, since they did her like that, I was doing repairs for this store. I told them, you know what? Luckily, I'm in a position. I mean, they're fucking scumbags, man. I mean, seriously. I know they pulled the bracelet because Valentine's Day was coming up. I know that's exactly what it was. I knew exactly what they were doing. And I said, okay, I see how it's going to be. I'm not doing repairs for you anymore. And they're like, why? Why? What's... I was like, I don't give a shit that wasn't mine. That was my grandmother's. You're going to do her like that? You know she comes in and pays monthly, timely. Well, not timely. I mean, she was always a few days late, but they knew she paid right at the end of the month. Like I said, the due date was on the 26th, but 31st or 30th, the very last day of the month, they got their money. Always. For 2 years. And then Valentine's rolls around on this particular year, and they decide they want to go ahead and screw her like that. So I told him, I said, here's the deal. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Family comes first, man. It always comes first. I don't care if they're wrong. I'll whip somebody's ass and ask questions later. Even if they're wrong, I'm going to back them 100%. So, since they did her like that, I said, well, I'm not going to be able to do your repairs anymore. They're like, why can't you do our repairs anymore? I said, because I know what you guys did. You guys pulled that bracelet so you could sell it for Valentine's Day. You didn't have a problem with it before. Now all of a sudden you got a problem with it this year around Valentine's Day. So I know what you guys did. I'm not going to do your repairs anymore. So me and the manager had some words. That's why I hate doing work for these corporate stores, man. These corporate stores are pieces of shit. I'd rather do mom and pop and online all day. And I told them, as a matter of fact, like, I don't care, dude. I'll go live out in the forest. I'll let it all burn before I'll let a company screw me over, or somebody try to shice a member of my family like that. And I just told them, I said, I'm not doing repairs for you anymore. They tried, they were trying to backstep, and I was like, no, fuck you guys. And so I'm not doing repairs for them anymore. I mean, if they want me, that store's been calling me nonstop since I left and told them I wasn't doing the repairs anymore. I just ain't answering. I ain't doing the repairs anymore. Screw those guys. Now I do some of their other stores, and if they want to drop them too, it's fine with me. Like I said, man, I'd rather sit out in the forest and fucking burn everything before I'm gonna let some bunch of dickheads screw me over, or a member of my family. So that's just the way it is, man. Dude, I'm loyal. If you're loyal to me, I'm loyal to you. But if you betray me, I'll betray you. As simple as that. But anyways, I needed to get that off my chest, because that was a big thing yesterday. I just couldn't believe that shit. Pissed me off so bad. And they knew they'd piss me off, man. Ain't nobody ever seen me like that. I don't get mad easily, man, but when I get mad, you'll know, But I'm cool, man. If you're loyal to me, I'm loyal to you. But if you betray me, I'll betray you. Simple as that. Alright, anyways, here's what we're doing. Enough talk, enough ramble. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna tell you the story. It's Cash America. Cash America on Normandy. Fuck those people. Seriously. Anyways. But I'm not doing repairs for them anymore. And I know they got other people that are watching. And apparently it seems to be a Cash America thing, so I guess I'm going to have to quit doing Cash America's repairs, because y'all know not too long ago, they got a new manager at the one on Main Street, and he's just a dickhead. I mean, straight up fucking dickhead. Now they got dickheads in Normandy. It's like the whole world has just gone to shit, guys. I mean, seriously, everybody's just fucking dickheads anymore. Like I said, it's the corporate stores, the Value Ponds, the Cash Americas. If you do, so I highly suggest if you're going to do work for anybody, try to do mom and pop stores, or not big corporate ones, or individuals, or do it online. But you do work for these corporate stores, they change staff so much. Like, I can't tell you how many managers I've been through at each of these stores. It's ridiculous. I mean, they turn over people like it's candy, you know. So, at any rate, that's my rant for the day. Alright, so what we're going to do, you know, and they're probably they're going to bitch and shit. You know, I don't care if they tell their other stores. But you know what? I don't care, man. Don't be a dickhead and I won't be a dickhead back. I mean, it's pretty much that simple. Alright guys, let's get off of that. So, what do you guys think? Do we want to seize this, or do we want to make it movable? I honestly feel like on these Clasp, I would just rather seize it because it will last so much longer. Like, it'll never break again, barring that they don't, you know, put it in bleach or chlorine. That's the thing. So, this is a tough call, guys. This is a tough call. But that's why I say you always want to make sure that you always want to try to be in a position where you don't have to depend on somebody or have to work for somebody. Or this way, if somebody does you wrong, treats you like shit, you get rid of those people, man. You don't need that shit. That's why I could never work for anybody, bro. You know, I've been fortunate enough that I've never had to. I've never worked for nobody. I take that back. I did for a very, very short stint. Back when I was in high school. And I knew then, I said, no, this isn't for me. I don't like people giving me orders, treating me like shit, like I'm some kind of dog. And I knew then I needed to put myself in a position where I didn't have to put up with bullshit. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, I'm a nice guy, you know. But if you betray me, I'll betray you. Alright, Alex. I know you're out there, bro. What would you do? I'm kind of asking for your guidance on this one because I really say just seize it. I could build the ball, but you lock it in there and it's just gonna... It'll work, you know, for a while, but then just from it twisting and turning over time, just like it did, it's gonna break. I really just don't know what the right call is going to be on this. Oh boy. What do we want to do? I say we just need to seize it on both sides. That's going to make it a lot sturdier, and it won't ever have to worry about it breaking again. But this is kind of one of them repairs where it's kind of in the eye of the beholder, you know what I mean? I just don't know. But I think we're going to be better off just seizing this bad boy, because the way it is right now, trying to get it on a little bit of a level part of the tile here where it'll sit even. Yeah, let's just do that. Yeah, that's just going to be better overall to do it that way. But before we do that, I need to make sure that we're going to put this facing the right direction here. Now, one thing you're going to want to do is make sure that if you're going to seize it, what you need to go ahead and do is make sure that your end here is going to be facing the same way as the clasp. So when it goes to hook in, yeah, see, that's not. So you turn it like that. Just want to try to make sure it's going to be the same way the clasp is facing, or the other end is facing, if that makes sense. All right. Just trying to find a good spot to get it as close to being straight as possible here. Damn, I'm trying to get a spot where it sits even here. It's being a little bit of a chore. Damn. There we go. I think we got a spot right there. We ain't gonna touch that bitch. Leave it right there. Maybe. Alright. We're going to be using a 4-tip for this. So let's go ahead and grab our boric acid denatured alcohol here. Get us a little bit on there. Go ahead and burn that off a little bit. Let's go ahead and burn that. And then we need to cut us a few pieces of solder here. Okay. And grab us some flux here. Now what we need to do is try to get this lined up a little better again. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the better option because you build that ball and then over time it's just going to wear out again. You do it this way, you're not going to have to worry about that. Barring, like I said, any bleach or chlorine damage, it shouldn't ever come apart again. Just trying to get this bitch lined up here. Just does not quite want to cooperate. You know what, I wonder if I just do it that way. Yeah, that don't work either. Come on. Alright, that thing does not want to sit flat. I got a little hole on my tile here that I can kind of dip it in and try to make it even. That's what I'm trying to do here. The best I can anyways. Come on. Come on. So it'll take you a little bit because you want it to be straight. You don't want it to be real crooked because once you get it welded on there, it's going to be pretty hard to get it back off. Well, not pretty hard, but it'd be difficult. More work than you don't want to create more work than you got to, if you know what I mean. All right, I think we got it finally. All right, let me zoom you guys in here. We got our flux on there. Looks like I lost one of my pieces that I cut for some reason. We'll have to crank the heat up on that a little bit. Now you're gonna want to be a little careful because you don't want to burn the spring up on the inside of the clasp. So try to direct your heat away from it if you possibly can. But for the most part, we should be okay. That did not quite go how we wanted it to. Where's that other piece I cut? That's weird. Let's cut us a couple other pieces here. Damn, solder's not wanting to go where I want it. There we go, that did, kind of. Let's get us a little bit more flux to put on here. And let's go ahead and cut ourselves a couple more pieces of solder here. Always remember, moving parts. If you got moving parts, kind of like how this ball was with the Clasp, the more moving parts you have, the more parts you're going to have that break, because over time the gold will wear down just from rubbing back and forth. So that's just something to keep in mind. Alright, I think we've got that side pretty much taken care of there. Alright, we need to try to straighten this out a little bit here, if we can. It's a little bit on the cockeyed side there. Nothing too bad. I think we got a little bit straighter. No, she came apart. Okay. Not a problemo. Kind of wanted it to anyways. Because it wasn't quite on there straight. Not like I would have liked. I'm going to have to zoom you guys back out for just a second here. Let's go ahead and pull that off. Pull that back off. Let's do some regrouping here. Do some regrouping. Alright, we need to file that down a little bit here. Let's go ahead and switch wheels. Yeah, see, it's kind of what I was telling you about. You need to have it kind of lined up, and you need to make sure it's lined up real good. I had it lined up pretty good, but it still was a little bit off. I kind of left it the way it was. It wasn't perfectly, it wasn't to my liking, if you know what I mean. Oh, damn. Let's try to file this down maybe just a little bit more. Problem is you can get it even on one side, but then the other side likes to lift up. See, that's still kind of crooked as shit. Now let's file this inside here down a little bit. Get some of that excess solder out of there. Alright, that's probably going to be about the closest we get there. Alright, let's try round 2 here. Get our boric acid denatured alcohol back on there. Zoom you guys back out for a second. Burn that off. Cut us another piece of solder here. And get us some flux. Alrighty. A little bit more on there. There we go. Alright, let me zoom you guys in and let's give this another shot here. Give this another go. Need a little bit more flame here. Need more fire. You know what, guys? We might have to switch to a 5-tip, maybe. I'm going to crank this up a little bit more. But if I can't get it to flow, we're going to have to switch to a 5. I was having a hard enough time with the last time we welded it. But we might be able to get it now. We might have enough flame now. Remember, it's always good to start small. Always better to have a smaller flame than too big of a flame to start with. Just remember that. Alright, we got that side done. We got another piece. Yeah, we got another piece cut. Well, I say we got the side done. We got it welded in one spot. Don't necessarily have it done. There we go. Noise. I'm happy with that now. Nice. You see we got that side. Nice. Now we're only going to do the sides. We're going to seize this side and we're going to seize this side. Now the main reason we're not going to seize up front here is because, and we're not going to do the front and back, is you don't want to see how close that lever is right there to this point right here. If we try to do that, we risk seizing this latch, and if you seize that latch, game over. That clasp is most likely going to be done in most cases. So with that said, let's go ahead and get this other side welded. Get it done. Grab us some flux here. Put us some flux on there. Put us a couple pieces of solder. Alright, grab our solder here. That didn't quite go where we wanted it to. Well, we're going to need a couple more pieces of solder, guys. Couple more pieces. Crank this flame down a little bit. Nice. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I don't know if y'all can see how that dropped right in there the way it should have. Now if we can just get this side to do the same thing, or this little area right here. Oh, close, but not quite. All right. Close, but not quite. No, quit going that way. What the frig? Alright, let's put a little bit more flux on here for a second. Okay. Damn, almost. Just gotta get that one little spot there. There's just that one little corner that doesn't quite want to cooperate. But this is going to be so much more sturdier than having that ball on there and swiveling around. Alright, one more thing of solder and then I think we're golden. One more piece and I think we're golden. Alright guys, let's stop and go ahead and take a look. Let that cool off for a minute. So let's stop and just take a look at what we got so far here. Alright, you see our spring still works, and we got that side seized and we got that side seized. Now like I said, we're not going to worry about the back side here or the front side, because you're going to risk seizing that latch, and you seize that latch and it's going to be game over for you. And see, now normally this would swivel like twist right in that area. It's actually better for it to be solid, because that's going to be much more sturdier, a lot more longevity. And like I said, the less moving parts, the better. The more moving parts you have, the more places you got to break, because over time gold does wear down if it's constantly rubbing. Like you can see these ends, they've had rebuilt from the clasp rubbing back and forth on it. So that's just something you have to keep in mind when you're doing this. All right, let's see if we can't clean this up a little bit, make it look a little better. Alright, let me drop this in ultrasound for a few, and then we'll come back and smooth it out a little better. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back with that bracelet. Let's go ahead and try to clean this up a little more now. Smooth this out a little bit. Alright, let's check out this other side here. Yeah, man, I don't know what's wrong with people today, man. I don't know if it's just everywhere or if it's just Jacksonville, man, but there's a lot of dickheads running around here. All right. Looking good, guys. Now this side here is going to just blend in a little better. We might make the other side the same way. Let's see how this looks when we're done. Yeah, I think I kind of like how that blends in a little better. So I think we might do the same thing with the other side. Make it look like it's just all one clasp on the sides. And like I said, there's really no right or wrong way to do this. You could seize it, although I think that's going to be much sturdier, or you could have built the ball back up and snap it back in the hole. There's really no right or wrong way. It's really good. This is one of those repairs where it kind of just, it's kind of in the eye of the beholder, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I think it looks good that way, kind of blend in like it's one piece like that. So I think we're going to do the other side kind of the same way. Okay, we're getting there. Alright, now let's level it out a little bit, if we can. Looks pretty good. Pretty good. Gotta level it out a little more. Alright, let's check out this other side now. We might be able to make it even as well. Make it look like one piece. Let me get some of this stuff off of here. Alright, let's get back to the side. Try to see if we can't make it look like one piece like the other side there. I think it looks kind of better that way. Alright, what we're going to have to do really quick, switch to a rock real fast. Make that a little bit quicker process here. There we go. That makes it look a little better. Makes that grinding a lot quicker. Alright, now let's smooth that out. Then we'll kind of have both sides looking, almost looking like it's made that way. It's just one clasp. Which I think actually looks pretty good, believe it or not. I think I like that. Alright guys, what you guys think? I think that looks good being kind of uniformed like that. I think that looks real good. Yeah, I like that. I do. What do you guys think? And then see, we got the back here. But like I said, we're not going to do the back or the front because we don't want to risk seizing the clasp together, if you know what I mean. Alright guys, I think we are done at the desk. We just got to drop her in the ultrasound now. Then we'll go over there and polish her up. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back with that bracelet. I didn't film polishing it because I forgot that I'm going to start probably not filming the polishing part, because according to YouTube analytics, that's kind of when people seem to check out. I guess that's like the most boring part. So in certain circumstances I might film the polishing, but I think from now on I'm probably not going to be filming that part of it. But you can see we got our clasp nice and clean now. Got it fixed. You see how nice and shiny that is now. I think that looks good with it blended in like that. That's just my personal opinion. But we got it all cleaned and polished, got it taken care of. So I appreciate you guys watching, and if you would like and subscribe, that would be fantastic. If you'd like to leave a tip or donation, the link for that will be down in the description, although it's not required. I appreciate you guys watching. It just helps the channel grow and show some love. Special shout out to Alex, Alejandro, and if you're looking to buy jewelry in the Jacksonville area, I highly recommend Money Miser on Blanding Boulevard. If you're not in the Jacksonville area and you're going to be buying jewelry online, I highly recommend Stellar Jewelry. I'll have the link for that down in the description as well. And also, if you'd like for me to do your repairs, you can visit my Etsy shop. I'll have the link for that down in the description, and I'll most likely make a video of me doing your repairs. And also I have a kick stream, which is like a reaction, kind of like a reaction stream. I'll have the link for that down in the description. And also another YouTube channel, which is pretty much where all my live reactions go. But I'll have the link for that down in the description as well. But this is the Gangster Jeweler, guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, guys.